welcome to Mystery in Minutes. Witness the heart-pounding action as humanity struggled against merciless giants unfolds, testing the bravery and determination of a courageous few in Attack on Titan. The movie begins an illustration where hundreds of years ago, Titans suddenly emerged, devouring most of civilization. In response, the survivors constructed 3 massive concentric walls to safeguard against future Titan invasions. In the year 858, in Monzin, Armin assists his parents' shop and learns that his friend Eren has been fired from his latest job. On his way to meet Eren, Armin encounters a young boy holding a noisy device. Armin fixes the device, promising to return it to the boy, and encounters a mysterious cloaked man. Before heading to Eren, Armin visits his friend Mikasa's house and invites her to join them. They sprint through vibrant greenery while a majestic bird soars overhead. Outside the town, Armin and Mikasa discovered Eren standing atop an embedded missile. Armin inquires about Eren's employment history, earning a scolding from Mikasa, who wonders why Eren can't keep a job for more than a month. Armin asks Eren about his aspirations, prompting Eren to counter with a question of his own about Armin's contentment inheriting his parents' business. Eren challenges them, pointing out the opulent buildings and wealthy individuals within the interior walls, and questioning if they would prefer to reside there. Failing to receive a response from Armin, Eren admits his own aversion to a lifetime spent confined within. As Eren angrily kicks the missile, dirt falls off, revealing a picture of a woman and the ocean on its side. Astonished by the depiction of the ocean, Armin explains its significance to a thrilled Mikasa and Eren. Witnessing Mikasa's fascination, Eren asks if she desires to witness the ocean firsthand. The trio discreetly bypasses a garrison outpost, making their way towards the base of the wall. Reaching the wall's base, the 3 gaze in awe, with Mikasa noting her closest proximity to the wall thus far. As the wind picks up and the temperature drops, Eren selflessly offers his scarf to Mikasa. Armin reminds Eren of the grave consequences that would face if caught attempting to scale the walls, and warns about the presence of Titans in the outside world. Eren finds it difficult to believe in Titans, noting the absence of any sightings for over a century. A group of garrison soldiers spot them and tries to apprehend them. Eren becomes furious when they try to restrain Mikasa and engages in a fight with them. The brawl is interrupted by Suda, the squadron leader, who arrives and orders his soldiers to stand down. Suda, amused by Eren's reaction, asks if he was trying to impress Mikasa and reveals that he himself had attempted a similar stunt with Eren's mother in the past, but she chose Eren's father over him. Suda informs the trio about the military's plan to form a new branch that will explore outside the walls. Suda assures him that the council is considering the proposal due to increasing public discontent. Eren is shocked by this revelation and Suda invites him to join, explaining that their goal is to reclaim land beyond the wall and secure freedom for humanity. Before Eren can fully embrace this opportunity, the ground begins to tremble. Debris starts falling from the wall and suddenly a colossal titan emerges, towering over the wall. Everyone is horrified to witness a titan surpassing the wall's height, and Eren is struck with awe, finally realizing that Titans are indeed real. The Titan starts assaulting the wall with his kicks, prompting Suda to order their retreat. As they flee, the Titan relentlessly pummels the wall until it creates a massive breach, causing the group to stumble before resuming their escape. Suda returns to the garrison outpost and commands the soldier to prepare the cannons. Debris rains down upon the town and the colossal Titan disappears into a cloud of steam. Eren, Armin, and Mikasa find cover and observe the hole in the wall, horrified to witness countless Titans pouring through. The garrison soldiers load the cannons as instructed by Suda, attempting to draw in the Titans before unleashing their firepower. Initially, the soldiers rejoice as the cannons inflict damage upon the Titans, but their elation turns into horror when they witness the Titans' wounds healing. Suda orders them to reload. While desperately scrambling to reload, the Titans approach and start devouring the soldiers. Suda watches in terror as Eren, Mikasa, and Armin escape. The Titans continue their rampage throughout the town. Debris continues to rain down, demolishing buildings, and Titans roam, feasting on helpless inhabitants. With more Titans approaching, Eren and Mikasa get swept away by the crowd and seek refuge in a nearby building with other survivors. Mikasa notices a woman struggling with her baby, unable to keep up with the fleeing crowd. Eren volunteers to assist them, guiding the woman through the chaos, unaware that she dropped her baby in the process. Mikasa spots the abandoned baby and attempts to retrieve it but gets overwhelmed by the rushing crowd. Eren desperately tries to reach her but fails to navigate through the chaos and is pushed into the building, which is promptly closed and locked. Eren approaches a window and scans the panicked crowd for Mikasa, eventually spotting her on the ground. Eren witnesses the approaching of a titan looming over Mikasa, who remains frozen in terror. An explosion knocks Eren down from the outside of the building. When he regains his footing, Eren swiftly unlocks the doors before anyone can stop him and rushes outside. To his dismay, Mikasa, the titan, and the baby are nowhere to be found. As Eren stumbles away, he hears screams echoing behind him. Turning around, he witnesses a group of titans ripping off the roof of the building he just left, feasting on the remaining survivors while their blood spills out. Filled with despair, Eren staggers away from the scene, passing through the wreckage left by the titans' devastating rampage. 2 years later, Major Kubal addresses new recruits of the Scout Regiment. After summarizing the destruction caused by the titans breaching the outer wall, Kubal explains how humanity was forced to abandon their agricultural zone due to the invading titans, resulting in a severe food shortage. Kubal assigns the recruits the task of restoring the outer wall and reclaiming the farmlands from the titans, the weapon squad accidentally firing its anchors into the crowds of recruits, leaving everyone astonished. Hans clarifies that they will rendezvous with Captain Shikishima's team in Otechami. Kubal announces that they will depart for Monsen at sunset. Before their departure, various recruits bid farewell to their friends and family. Sasha's father excitedly counts the money he received after she joined the military. Jean listens to his father, passionately urging him to seek revenge against the Titans. Hyana bids a farewell to her young daughter, Riko, assuring her that she will return home soon. Tsunagi says his goodbyes to his family, cheerfully telling his younger siblings not to cry. Eren spots Armin and approaches him, playfully calling him a crybaby. However, Armin responds somberly, stating that no one is waiting for them. While Eren and Armin are getting food, a drunken soldier nearby drops his canteen. Armin recognizes the man as Suda. Suda is shocked to see Armin and Eren, but becomes saddened upon realizing they've joined the military. Noticing Mikasa's absence, Suda inquires about her whereabouts. The expression on Eren's face provides him with the answer. Eren blames himself for Mikasa's death, but Armin disagrees. In the dining hall, Armin uses food to explain the scouts' plan for repairing the outer wall to Sasha, a fellow recruit. Armin describes the plan to detonate bombs above the wall's breach, causing a cave-in that will seal the hole. As Armin finishes explaining, Sasha takes his tray and starts eating his mashed potatoes while Eren scoffs and leaves. Armin continues, mentioning that previous attempts to seal the wall in this manner had failed because the Titans had devoured the soldiers before they could reach it. He adds that the remaining explosives are now located in Otechami. Jean, another soldier, tells Armin that he shouldn't participate in the mission and suggests that people like Armin would only hinder the operation. He also remarks that Armin isn't the only liability and that most of the recruits will be useless in the field. Jean concedes to this fact but points out that the Scout Regiment had been annihilated in previous attempts to seal the wall, and now they have recruits like Sasha who excels only at eating. Hearing this, Lil becomes agitated, urging Jean to stop talking about death and breaking into tears at the thought of facing the Titans. Hyana remarks that Jean appears annoyed, and Armin explains that he's simply scared of the Titans. This remark angers Jean, who confronts Armin, asserting that Titans mean nothing to him. Eren points out that Jean is talking tough despite never having encountered a Titan, mocking him as a spoiled brat from the inland. Jean approaches Eren in anger, but their potential fight is interrupted by the arrival of Hans. She instructs the recruits to gather for a gear inspection. As the recruits disperse, Jean brings up a story he heard about someone abandoning their girlfriend when faced with Titans. This enrages Eren, who tries to attack Jean but is held back by Tsunagi. As the weapon squad prepares to depart for Otemachi, Tsunagi remarks that Eren will soon return home to Monsen. Armin joins the conversation, inquiring if Tsunagi hails from a farm in Yuen, which Tsunagi confirms, sharing his aspiration to resume farming. Hans enlightens the recruits about Titans' sleeping patterns, explaining that they are inactive during the night and that their vision is impaired in darkness. The squad leader reminds them that Titans are sensitive to noise, cautioning against speaking while in Titan territory. With the doors opening to let them through the wall, the weapon squad embarks on their journey, and the doors close behind them. During their travels, Sanagi mentions that they will encounter the warrior in Otamachi, a female squad leader under Shikishima, who allegedly killed more than 10 titans within 6 months. Later on, Yunohira orders a halt, sensing something near their location. The recruits are sent to inspect the perimeter. Jean is startled by movement but is relieved to discover that it is not titans but a few cows. Sasha's hunger becomes evident, prompting Armin to share some food he had kept. However, Hyana, claiming to hear the cry of a child, ventures off alone to investigate. Eren follows her and they find themselves inside an abandoned building. As they explore, the sound of a crying child becomes audible, but they soon realize that the cries emanate from an infant titan. The titan attempts to attack them but fails to pursue them, unleashing a piercing cry that attracts other titans to the squad's location. Despite Yunohira's reminder to stay quiet, panic ensues among the recruits upon hearing the approaching titans. He urges them once more to maintain silence, but is abruptly seized by a titan and dragged out of sight. Eren and Hyana join the group in a state of panic. More titans converge on their position, and Kubal, their superior officer, initiates the vehicle's departure, leaving the recruits behind, much to their horror. Han signals to them from one of the vehicles, urging them to seek shelter in the nearby buildings. Armin stumbles and is targeted by a titan before he can rise. However, just as the titan closes in on him, Sanagi intervenes, stepping between them and forcefully tossing the titan aside, protecting both Armin and himself. Thrilled by this rip-roaring video? Check out part 2 for the conclusion. Demonstrate your love in the comments, smash the like button, and hit subscribe for more breathtaking content.